better too.
Yeah, so like I said, they definitely should do more marketing to get, cause they playing too. That's they livelihood, they jobs and stuff like that. They got families to take care of as well, so they definitely should market them better, man. Like you can't even find a WNBA jersey, and there's a lot of NBA players that wear WNBA jerseys trying to support them to get more money. So hopefully soon, like you said, we should support our women. I would go to the WNBA game. I mean, nothing wrong with seeing women play basketball. I mean, some of them dunking now, so.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I go to
and they are the best of the best.
Yeah, I go to Atlanta Dream game, sit courtside. Why not? I would, but anyway, hopefully they get better, man, and hopefully Brittney Griner get free soon and get back to the United States, and we'll see what she do from there as far as going back to Russia playing ball.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. But next up, man, Deion Sanders back to Jackson State, man. He just released yesterday that 22 teams in the NFL weren't reportedly wasn't at Jackson State Pro Day, and he was kind of upset about that. So just the 9 teams that wasn't there. He said the Dolphins wasn't there, the Broncos wasn't there, the Eagles wasn't there, the Texans wasn't there, Bills, Buccaneers, Ravens, Panthers, Browns, and Vikings. So Deion Sanders kind of pissed off about that because he felt like he got equal talent at Jackson State opposed to your Florida States, your Auburns, your Alabamas, your white institutions as well. So he want a fair situation for all his players as well as them. So what's your thoughts on that? About we talked about this before, because we all with the HBCUs trying to compare them to a white school, but a lot of talent do come from black schools. But what's your thoughts on that? Do Deion Sanders have the right to be upset?
I would. I mean, at this level, the talent is at HBCUs. We always look at the D1 schools, but we have talent here. Why aren't we not looked at as equal, as a D1 school?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, we have so many talented kids that play football at different HBCUs. Why can't they have a chance? Why are they like the last string? Why can't we get looked at? And I feel them. I would be upset too. Here I am a NFL champion, and I've been for so many years. I played for so many years. Now I'm giving back to my community. I'm at a HBCU. I'm giving players an opportunity that they never had in their lives. And here I am, me, prime time, changing, HBCU sports. And you got to give it to him. He has changed HBCU sports, especially in this era of today.
He did a lot.
And you mean to tell me that no other NFL team will come look at my players? Right. And that's the problem. Yeah. We always look at the D1 school, and for what? They got the same talent. We got the same talent. You might have better facilities, but we got equal facilities. We got passion. We got heart. So to me, it is a slap in the face. Yeah. Like, I've worked with you, I've played with you, and now you can't come see what I've done for HBCUs. Yeah, I would be very upset, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and put my feet in the shoes of other teams having to come look at those players. I would think if I was a scout, I would be thinking like, these boys, they gotta get out the mud because they don't have marketing to go back to marketing too. They don't have the marketing like the white schools have or whatever. So I'd be like, man, I might want to go look at them because they got more fight in them because they gotta really, really come from the mud with it. So that's what I'd be looking at because they grind different at HBCU as opposed to, I mean, not saying they don't grind at other schools as well. They play hard as well, but it's a different kind of grind, I think.
Right, and we didn't grow up with like a silver platter. Like, it wasn't handed to us. We had to earn our spots on the team. We had to earn everything that is given to us. And I just feel like they have to consider us, consider HBCUs. I mean, if you look at HBCUs like Alabama State or Tuskegee, Alabama A&M, we have had players from these schools go straight to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And even, years prior in the 80s and the 70s and stuff and in the 90s. So I don't understand what the disconnect is between an HBCU and a D1 player. If they're the same, they have the same stats, the same rushing yards, starting, whatever positions that they play, they're starting. But it's hard for them to get in the NFL. It's hard for them to get looked at. It's hard for them to just be on that level with a D1 school or D1 player. But just because I went to HBCU, you look at me differently.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of kids from D1 schools drop back down and go to HBCUs too. For that reason.
That's true.
I mean, they gotta look at that too. So yeah, I would highly be upset, man. And he knows, because he played in the NFL. He was a superstar. He was a Pro Bowler. And I can't even count how many times. So he got the right to be upset, man. And he really put a light on HBCUs, man. He just not focused on Jackson State. He really focused on all HBCUs. Wherever
right, exactly.
He had done a lot. Even with the HBCU combine, he played a number in getting that started. So. Man, big ups to Deion Sanders, man, because like I said, he did a lot. He took a lot of criticism too for it, but he did a lot, man. So like I said, his daughter I think she's going to Jackson State too to play basketball on scholarship.
Yes,
too, so
I saw that as well. So you have all three of his kids are now getting ready. One is getting ready to be enrolled in the fall, and now you have all three kids that are going to be attending an HBCU. And for him to, go to a Florida State, a D1 school, to me is so funny because we know that NFL players, they come from these D1 schools. Those are the first pick. But now, with his two sons, and they are not bad players. They are really, really good. So I wonder when they get to the league, how is it going to be? Will they be the first round pick, the second round pick? I'm very interested in seeing how that is going to go.
Yeah, and Shiloh Sanders, man. Speaking of people that dropped back down from D1 colleges, his son Shiloh dropped down to Jackson State. He was at South Carolina State, I think. South Carolina. So he was there. He dropped back down.
Both of them were. They were both committed to South Carolina. Yeah.
So, I mean, cause he actually played 1 or 2 seasons. Shiloh did, and then what's his name? He didn't know what he really wanted to go, but he committed to some school. But when Deion got hired, that's when he came there. So I'm just like crazy. And he didn't play his first year, I don't think. So, but yeah, that goes back to that, leaving D1 schools to come play at the HBCU. That says a lot.
It does. It really does.
And they're making a lot of noise too, And I know Deion. I mean, I'm watching Deion. He don't play the daddy son thing on the field like you shouldn't. It's coach, but they play out there, man. He said on his Instagram that they had to earn their positions. Like they had to earn it. He allowed his son to wear 21. He allowed Shaw to wear number 21. He had to earn it. So, oh man. So it wasn't nothing given to them boys. They playing though, man. Especially the daughter. She cold in basketball too. So
she is.
She cold.
I definitely will see her being the next Lisa Leslie or Cheryl Swoop. She will be going to the WNBA.
Oh yeah, sure.
I guarantee that she's well on her way. That family is deeply rooted in sports, so they are going to shake up this sports world when they get to the pros. You better believe that.
Yeah, and DeAndre, his oldest daughter. She managed the 2 boys. She their agent.
Oh, wow.
So, shoot. And she will obviously get the daughter, too, when she do her thing. So, I'm like, dang, killing it. So,
they keeping it all in the family, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and the oldest son, he played at SMU. So, but he do clothing. He got a clothing line now called Well Off. So, they all busy, man. All these kids busy. So
they are. All are.
That's dope, man. Definitely, man. Deion Sanders had surgery on his toe. He had to get a toe amputated too, I think. Yeah, so that's crazy too. But definitely shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Doing what he's doing and fight for those kids like they is, man. So that's dope, man. And like I said, he's just not focused on Jackson State. He focused on all the HBCUs, and he have made a major impact in an effective way to all the HBCUs, whether they MEAC, SWAC, whoever they with. So that's definitely salute to Deion Sanders, man. But anyway, man, what's up next with you, man? What you got next with Sip and Sit? What's going on with you?
Oh my gosh, well, this month I have been doing Media Mavens Month. So if you don't know what that is of course, it's Women's History Month, but I kind of want to put my own spin on it and show love to all of the women that are in media, in radio, television, in film, that are female DJs, because I feel in my career, we don't get a lot of love, especially as journalists. We do not, female journalists do not get enough love. We are often disrespected by our male counterparts. We don't get enough love. So this is me showing love for the women in my profession. So the month has been, oh my gosh, super, super great. So many strong women with stories in media, how they got their start, and what keeps them going, and advice for up-and-coming females that are in college or want to switch careers and want to get into this journalism field. It's not easy. I started in this business at 22. I'll be 35, Lord's willing, in August. That's a long time. I've seen everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this month is just very, very dear to my heart because we have to celebrate our queens. We have to celebrate women. And not just black women, but all women in general. We have to celebrate us because if you look at it, back then, women didn't have a vote. We didn't have a voice. We couldn't even issue a divorce from a man. We couldn't own property. We could not do anything. So basically, if you don't know, we were to be seen and not heard. We are supposed to do what our wifely duties, and that was it. So now women, we have our own month, and it should be not just one month. It should be every month because we are the cream of the crop, especially as black women. We are the cream of the crop. So this month has just been so awesome. Just really talking with so many great women, and that I am inspired by, and I want to continue to do this every year, highlighting women in media. And that's all of that I have this month. I know next week will be coming to an end, so I do have a guest for that. I am booked for April and May at BB King's in Montgomery, Alabama. I am hosting their Thursdays Unplugged. So if you are an artist or know any artists in Montgomery, Alabama that want to get that exposure, that need to get that exposure, they can contact me, follow my Instagram. My flyers will be posted. So I'm just really trying to be booked and busy, T. That's the goal for the rest of 2022 is to be booked and busy and not be invisible anymore, I guess, to a lot of people. And I say that because I go through these phases where I'm invisible, nobody really sees me. And so now is my time to shine. It's my time to be out there on the front line. It's my time for you to see me and see what I do, see my talent, because it is going to take me far.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. And I want to have this merch coming. I got some other projects that I'm working on right now. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I will be bringing something to Alabama State. Later on this year. So I'm going to pray on it, and you pray for me and keep rooting for me because I want to continue to leave a legacy, and I want to continue to change the game, especially for women in media. So that is what I have coming up this year. It is, I'm rocking and rolling. So last year I felt like it was my down year with the whole pandemic from 2020. Last year is, with my down year, with a pause year. Now I'm pressing play. It's time to get in the game, the warm up to the game. So that's what is going on in this first quarter right here.
Okay, that's dope, man. She gave y'all a mouthful. That's dope, man. Definitely big shout out to all the women, man, especially black women, man. And it's crazy now, man, because a lot of men don't want women to still have a voice. So
yes.
That's crazy.
Yes,
still,
and it's
man.
our time now. It's our time to have a voice because we've always had it, but it's always been, you to be seen and not heard. And I felt like that in my career, that women journalists or women in these high-powered positions in the industry, nobody takes us seriously. We are very disrespected. So now it is time for everybody to hear our voice. We are here. We're not going anywhere. We've been here, but it's time for you guys to see who we really are, especially in media.
Okay, there it is.